What is up, all you action figure collectors out there? So I am back here with another action figure review, and for today's review we're going to be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Deathstrom. Okay, so now you do get that window box packaging where you could see the figure, and here it says that we need to collect certain figures to build an Atrocitus. Here on the side you do just get the name of the character and the green, actually Blackest Night logo. And here on the back it shows us all the characters who we need in order to complete the Atrocitus figure. Like okay, excuse my voice. Now, me personally, I am not the biggest fan of McFarlane DC figures, but I'm thinking this figure is pretty cool, and I'm actually interested in building this Atrocitus. I mean, I am happy with the Atrocitus figure I have right now, but this Atrocitus is going to be bigger and more articulated. Alright, so let's get this figure open and see what he's all about. Alright, so here's what the figure looks outside of the package, and as usually, before we get into the figure itself, we're going to take a look at what the figure comes with. Alright, so what the figure comes with is that he does come with this shoulder piece and this head for Atrocitus. Yeah, and I'm thinking that's pretty cool. I mean, again, I'm actually, even though I'm not a big fan of McFarlane figures, I'm actually interested in building this Atrocitus. But knowing my situation, I pretty much doubt that will happen anytime soon. And also, he does come with a with the Black Lantern battery. But unlike all the other Lantern batteries I own, they're not made by McFarlane Toys, of course. Their handle are articulated, but this one doesn't have any articulation. But I'm pretty sure if you move on this too much, this would have the tendency to break off because the plastic on here feels fragile. And I'm thinking it does, I think, have some nice detail to it. But looking in here, it kind of looks like that you could flash something just like, you know, the DC Icons Green Lantern batteries I have. It kind of looks like you could flash a light and this would shine. Yeah. But, but for the most part, it is mostly just painted a silver piece. And he just comes with this traditional stand. It's just used to stand up figures. It's all the same. All the stands are the same from this line, so it's nothing too special. Okay, so for the figure itself, I would say that McFarlane Toys did a pretty cool job on here. And saying this as someone who's not a huge fan of this line, I'm pretty sure this is a pretty solid figure. I know I say that in a whole lot of reviews, but I'm gonna try to be as much honest as possible. And yeah. Okay, I do think the silver and black is painted on pretty decently, and the flames on his head, I'm believing they do also look like that. You could flash a light through them and it will light up. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the well, I think this is the Lantern logo. Or I honestly haven't, read this comic, but but it does seem like a pretty interesting comic. So yeah. But I do think he looks like he came straight out of the comic books. They also have done a really decent job on the back of the figure. It kind of looks like fur, but I think the veins were a nice touch added on to it. Yeah, and also the face sculpt looks intimidating, because I'm believing because the Black Lanterns are the Death Corps. And also, somewhere, it's kind of hard for you to see the ring. It's right here now. Now you could see it. But, it is just painted black. Even though it's a small thing, it would have been, nicer if McFarlane Toys just had the tendency to paint that silver. But that's just something very small. And also, going all the way down, the like the clouds, I don't know what to say. I'm thinking there's some kind of blackish, gray or silver. Yeah. You don't think, but yeah, would say that, yeah, it's a cool figure by McFarlane Toys. Okay, so now for articulation, I would say that they do have a whole lot. Yeah, McFarlane figures do have a little bit more articulation than Mattel figures, but honestly, I'm still more of a fan of Mattel DC Multiverse. But let's look at the articulation. So, he could look left and right. He does not have. He could look down about that much, but he cannot really look up. So, I'm believing that would be hard for flight poses. All right, the arms could come out pretty decently. He does have a bicep swivel. Okay, so he could rotate at the arm. He has a double hinge elbow, so he could bend at the elbows pretty nicely. The arms could sort of rotate, but the shoulder parts do get in the way. And he does not have no upper wrist swivel, but he does have a wrist swivel. Oh, and I'm believing he does also got hinges on the hands, or he's got. Wait, I say he had the horizontal joint, but yeah, I'm thinking. I think he. Oh yeah, he does have a little bit of a butterfly joint. He could rotate at the upper waist, and he does have a general waist swivel. He can kick forward at the leg pretty good. He cannot really kick back. He does not have no thigh cut swivel. Double hinge knees, so he could bend at the knees pretty good. And he does have ankle pivot, and he does have the toe articulation, and he's got hinges on the feet, so they could move up and down a little bit. But yeah, and he has two pegals on the bottom of his feet. Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention is that he does have a open hand here, so you could put the lantern battery in the hand and he holds it nice and tight. But I don't understand why would it be in the hand of where the ring is. I mean, I'm guessing could kind of hold it in this hand, but you know, it doesn't have much of a grit. Okay, so now size comparison time. Now here is him standing next to another McFarlane figure that I own and that I could find right now. And as you can see, if you count to the tip of the flames, he's a little bit taller than Deathstroke, but they're about the same height. And McFarlane toys don't really be doing scaling. Alright, so size compares. I said that already. Now here's him standing next to the Blue Lantern Saint Walker and Green Lantern Al Jordan. And, you know, since he is a 7-inch scale figure, I'm more on the 7-inch side, or I'm guessing 8-inch. He's obviously taller than both of these two 6-inch figures, but I'm guessing if you really wanted to, you could get it to work. But, yeah, must say that it might not work. I mean, DC icons are very short, but yeah, but even with standard 6-inch figures, yeah, I might say that he is a bit too tall. And now here is him standing next to other Green Lantern villains, Atrocitus and Sinestro. Hold on, right now his ankles are, but you can see that he's a little bit taller than Sinestro. And he is a bit taller than Atrocitus. Here's him standing next to two Marvel Legends figures, Captain America and Iron Man. And now here is him standing next to Superman and Batman. Okay, so now that will be my review. So I would say that I do like this figure. I mean, again, I don't really collect a lot of McFarlane DC figures. It's because, you know, I have so much opinions about this line. Alright. But, yeah, so, but I would highly recommend it if you collect this line and, you know, and also if you're a fan of the Black Lantern Corps or just a fan of the Green Lantern Corps, I mean of the Green Lantern universe or just Green Lantern in general, I feel like that you should definitely pick this up. Yeah, like the video, let your thought, subscribe, and give your thoughts in the comments to make sure if I'm doing something right or not. Now, Super Kal-El signing off.